16 says, "Consequently, you are no longer foreigners and aliens, but fellow citizens with God's people and members of God's household." What's your story? How did you become a Christian? Are you one of those people who became a Christian after years and years of growing up through Sunday school, living in a loving Christian family, surrounded by church people, going to church services week by week? Or are you somebody who came to Christ as an adult after living for years wondering if God was there or not really paying too much attention to him, and then suddenly out of the blue discovering the grace of God? Well, you know, it doesn't matter. Whatever route you came by, it's an absolute miracle that you're here anyway. And the fact is, it doesn't matter how you started. What's important is how you get there. That's what this verse is talking about. When it says some of you were foreigners and some of you were aliens. What's it talking about? Well, in the Old Testament, foreigners were people who were 1,000,000 miles away from God's people. They were Hittites, they were Moabites, they were Egyptians, they were all sorts of other things, but they certainly weren't part of the people of God. They were a long, long way from the covenants of promise. But within the nation of Israel, there were also people living who were resident aliens. They were people of other nationalities who decided to become as Jewish as possible and live with the Jews as part of the nation. And the law said that the Jews had to take care of them. They had to look after them. They had to be good to them because they had been wandering Arameans themselves, and God wanted them to be good to the stranger in their gates. However, they weren't Israelites. They never could be. There was no way they could ever become part of the people of God. So whether you were a foreigner or an alien, it didn't matter. You were shut out. And what Paul's saying in this verse is, you may have been a foreigner, miles away from Jesus, or you may have been a resident alien, living in the church circles but not really accepting the grace of God just yet. Either way, it doesn't matter now, because God has accepted us all. And instead of being a foreigner or an alien, you are now a fellow citizen with the full rights, responsibilities and dignity of somebody who is a friend of the King, who belongs in the city. That's you, that's me. So let's live that way today, and let's be glad about our citizenship and live as if we are citizens of a very, very big and special place indeed. Have a good day.